I did?
Yeah.
Oh, power. Oh, I went to think it's a Ford. I went to go hit an overdrive that's not there. I'm not counting my gears here. There's 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 51, 52. Oh, it immediately switches from miles per hour to kilometers an hour, and all the values change. I love how the eyeglass case, which is all of this part of the upfit from the builder to turn this into a camper van-ish. The sunglasses, this thing accelerates so slowly there is no possible way the sunglasses can come out. You also have open switch and indirect lighting, which currently isn't hooked up to anything. And they took out the map lights and put in another map light that's made of wood with these third-party switches. What is this? This has a hinge from a cabinet. Oh, it's more sunglasses. With a spring close on it. Oh, excuse me, there's more map lights for each of us on either side, which don't seem to be screwed into the body, but merely the foam headliner above us. The wood accessories are screwed in with button screws, which I guess just self-tap directly into the plastic. And GM put your mirror adjustment switch way up here in the center, which is nice and not logical to where your mirrors are.
It's my 1992 GMC Safari.
And you're gonna wanna...
Sorry about that. This is my 1992 GMC Safari XT. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace in Delaware.
And tell me the price that you got this beast for.
$600.
Awesome. What was the story behind the price?
It was listed for $500, and the original, they said somebody was coming to get it, so I offered $600, and they said, yeah, let me come get it. So that's how I got it.
So this is an Astro van, but it's more than that.
It's a Explorer conversion. It was converted by Explorer Conversion Company in Indiana.
Who do you think the type of person would buy this sort of thing instead of buying a full RV?
Somebody who had like 5 kids, and they were taking their kids all to church on the weekend. You couldn't do much with it from the, just had a bench seat in the back and then 2 captain seats in the middle. So there's not much free space back there other than just throwing the kids in there and taking them to church.
Open the back and tell me about the stuff you discovered and the changes you're making to bring this van back to life.
I have to go to the front.
Okay. Why do we have to go to the front?
The switch is up front for it. So originally it had a bench seat in the back with a TV between the front 2 seats and then 2 seats in the middle. But the last owner removed all that to set it up for camping. But all they did was put down like a insulation board on the floor, which all it did was get wet. So I had to remove all that, reseal all the windows, and I put sound deadener down, and I put this carpet down temporarily. So that's where I'm at now.
So this isn't your only Astro van?
Yeah, I have another Astro van. It's a 1995 Astro base model. Just looks the same as this, except it's white and it has no windows in the back.
What is it? Let's get out of the wind just a little bit and climb in the back of this. What is it about Astro vans that... What do they do for you? Why are you into this sort?
I got my other van for free like 4 years ago, and I just daily drove it since then, and it kind of just stuck with me. It was reliable. Only had to fix a few minor things on it. It's just been a good vehicle for me.
Now these V6s that are like chopped down V8s in here, what maintenance do you have to do? I noticed there's a bottle of coolant over there.
Just for emergencies. Just spark plugs, wires, the cap and rotor are really important on these things.
They have a distributor?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
A lot of problems that people have with these is the moisture getting in the cap and rotor, causing misfires. So that's like a regular maintenance item. And fuel filter, and that's about it. Regular fluid changes.
Tell us about the dog box up here. Since you can't really work on this from the front of the car apart from the belts, you have to change a few. You have to go and get a few things up front.
Yeah, it's just 4 bolts to remove the center console. That comes right out with those 4 bolts, and then it's 2 bolts to the left and the right, and then 2 clips on the bottom. And then it comes right out. Gives you full access to the rear of the engine.
But you still have to, is it better to take the seats out, or do you work on them with the seats in?
Some people prefer removing the seats. It does give you a lot more room. It's kind of a personal preference, depends on how much work you're doing.
So the whole center console, did you just remove it from the vehicle completely? It doesn't like flip up or anything?
No, it removes just the middle part there.
I see some laminate, some plywood up here that's just been screwed directly into the, yep, there it is, directly into the body, and then the hood, then the headliner screwed into that. What's the history of that?
I blame Explorer Conversion Company for that. The original headliner's held on with Velcro, actually, and it's pretty durable because on my other van, that's how it is, and it's not sagging at all. But Explorer Conversion Company, they thought it was good to just hang some plywood up and throw some self-tapping screws in there.
Awesome. It was listed for about $18,000, but does that include this entire package, this camper package, or was that something else?
I'm not sure because that's from the dealer, that paper, so I'm really not sure because it says on the paper, it says like ship to location, and it doesn't say a dealer's name, so I'm not really sure on that.
So when Explorer got these, they got these as kind of like a bare package?
Yeah, stripped
like it
chassis.
Never would have had anything up here.
They did have high top options for this van. This van just doesn't have the high top. I think that's the only option it doesn't have, that and all-wheel drive.
Man, this is all that's holding the strut to the ceiling up?
And then when you see a high top,
this is a thin vehicle.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That is these stamped pieces, thin steel is the only thing. I think the counter on my stove is thicker than that. And this is supposed to support the roof in the event of a rollover?
And they cut it off and replace it with a fiberglass top.
Yo.
But this has the hard top, luckily, so.
Yeah, it'll do something as I push and flex it.
Yeah. So at least you could put a roof rack on this. On the fiberglass tops, you can't put a roof rack on them because it's just fiberglass.
It's neat seeing like all this GM stuff. Like, I guess this bent piece of ABC pillar right here is supposed to support me somewhat. Man, like side impact crashes.
That's actually the best part of this van.
Yeah.
It has like a 0-star safety from the front. I think the side impact is like the best.
This thing has a 0-star crash test rate.
It's either 1 or 0 from the front. I think the side is better. So
if you gotta get, you know what? Probably right here where your wheel is your best bet. So
yeah.
The people in the back in a crash are gonna be the most protected. Is this body on frame?
I think it's a unibody.
Let's find out. Let's see if there's a ladder chassis under there. On the ground we go. And what do we got? No. It looks like it, but wait.
It's very strange. It's like only the front half has a frame, kind of.
I'm seeing, no, that goes right to the body. This is a unibody. Yep.
It is strange though. People like